When I think of a new year, I think of a brand new beginning. You might say restarting the clock. What could be cuter than a clock made from a favorite picture? I enlarged this picture of my dog Gus. I cut out his entire face and traced it onto a heavy piece of cardboard. Then I cut that shape using a utility knife. I decided where the hands of the clock should be located, and then I marked that onto the photo and the cardboard using a pencil, poking a hole through both the photo and the cardboard. I spread tacky glue onto the cardboard and placed the photo on top. When the glue had dried, I poked the clock mechanism through the hole and attached the hands. Now every time I look to see what time it is, I can see my cute little puppy's face. Let's make another clock using a whiteboard. Using the hands of the clock as a guide, I decided where I wanted to place the clock on the board. I decided to put mine in the upper left-hand corner. Using those measurements, I flipped the whiteboard face down and marked the back of the whiteboard where the clock would be placed. I made a hole using a small drill bit, and then I made the hole a little bit larger using the bit that's the same size as the clock mechanism. I put the clock mechanism through the hole in the back of the board and then put on the hands of the clock according to the directions. To hang the whiteboard on the wall, it won't sit flush to the wall because of the clock mechanism, so I measured the width of the whiteboard. I cut 2 pieces of 1 by 2 inch pine to the length and glued them onto the back of the board. Once the glue was dried, I screwed screws into the wall and then hung the whiteboard on the screws using the pieces of pine. Now I have a great place to keep my family organized, and I always know what time it is. Let's make one more clock. With a plain piece of cardboard, I measured the dimensions of the clock mechanism and transferred those measurements onto the cardboard and then cut them out. I poked a hole in the middle of the cardboard and pushed the clock mechanism through that. Using duct tape, I wrapped the cardboard around the clock, then painted the whole thing the same color as my wall. I purchased 12 3.5 by 5 inch acrylic frames and put in pictures of my family. Using 2-sided adhesive squares, I attached those to the back of the frames. I hung the clock mechanism covered by the painted cardboard onto the wall, and then I hung each of my pictures at an equal distance from the mechanism. I hope this inspires you to follow the instructions here and create your own clock to start this new year.